third week of Easter, on Wednesday, May 7th, 2025. The cardinals are in the process of electing a new pope as we speak. We await the first smoke from the Sistine Chapel. In today's first reading, Stephen's demise greatly impacted the early church's life. As soon as the persecution broke out, the disciples dispersed and many left the city, except the apostles who remained behind in Jerusalem. Philip, another deacon like Stephen, was an instrument of Christ's light amid dark times in the early church. Sometimes sad events in life can open an opportunity for a new beginning. Philip's life changed after Stephen's death. The Lord used him in a new way to draw many to him and bring great joy to the city. At the time, there were fears of uncertainty for those who believed and followed in the way of the risen Christ. They fled the city and surrounding areas for fear of what might become of them should the bandwagon of Saul capture them. Saul, who later became Paul, spread fear, panic, and tensions among various families. He took some to prison, men and women alike. Some, out of fear of being taken, fled the city and went away. They were armed with the word of the risen Christ and continued to spread the message as they healed the sick and people with disabilities. Philip became a face of the good that came out of it, while the apostles were still in Jerusalem, rebuilding hopes among the terrified people and the growing church of Christ. Philip's healing of the paralyzed man brought great joy to the city of Samaria, where he fled. While there was a great mourning for the death of Stephen, his death and the imprisonment perpetrated by Saul opened a new way. Something good was born from Stephen's demise. A new light has shone, and it is springtime for the church. The uprising is a challenge for the early church and the apostles. It may seem like a fight between darkness and light. Ultimately, light has won over darkness. As the power in the life of the followers of Christ was more significant than that of their persecutors, they prevailed. The chief culprit, Saul himself, was pulled out of darkness into the light of faith. As the gospel said, Jesus desired the salvation of all, and this is the will of the one who sent me, that I should not lose anything of what he gave me, but that I should raise it on the last day. His disciples, the spiritual blindness later played out in him. Being physically blinded with the scales covering his eyes, he was made well again through the help of Ananias. The message of Jesus in the gospel about not losing what the Father gave him extends to the salvation of all, of which Saul, who became Paul, is a beneficiary. Like Philip, who responded to the call of Jesus, you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes down on you, and you are to be my witnesses in Jerusalem, throughout Judea and Samaria, yet even to the ends of the earth. Amid an outcry, great things were happening, and there was much much joy in the city. Jesus tells us that faith is necessary and required of us for the gift of the Holy Spirit to be manifest and active in our lives. Have a blessed day.